Jerry Hernandez, and a junior, 135, Joe Hernandez.
You good?
All right, fans, welcome to belated basketball. I know everybody was freaking out that we did not start at 8 o'clock, but Turpin and Arapahoe Butler girls went to quintuple, 5 overtimes. I'm forgetting my Latin there. Is that
Quintuple?
Quintuple overtime? 5 overtimes before there was just not enough gas in the tank for Arapahoe Butler, and Turpin comes out victorious in that one. Now it's time for the boys regional championship, and how about this? The 2 representatives from Area 1 in the state tournament a year ago are meeting up here for this.
I forget about that.
It's gonna...
Our starting 5 is unchanged from the previous 4 or 5 games, I believe. You got number 2, Carson Elliott. Number 4, Jose Gray. Number 23, Derek Keenan. Number 31, Jerry Hernandez. Number 35, Big Bad Joe Hernandez. Jumping for the Indians is number 2, Griffith. We missed their lineup, I apologize.
All roads led to here, regional championship tip-off. Here we go.
Indians with the tip-off win. It's with number 4, Donaldson. Looks like he's going to be the kingpin of the offense so far. Donaldson still driving with Elliott on defense. Nowhere to go, has to lay it off to Nelson. Nelson down low. Nelson still with it. Looking for Griffith up top, cut out by Keenan. Keenan carries. Early carry in the game for Derek Keenan.
Good defensive stop there, but unfortunately ends up making the error on offense. But
Donaldson throws into Carlisle. Carlisle back to Donaldson, and then switches play over to Flores. Flores with the ball still. Looking outside to Nelson. Nelson's now at the top of the D. Gonna drive inside, go up for 2. It's gonna be no good. Rebounded by Jerry Hernandez, who puts a spin move on. He's gonna go coast to coast, up for 2, no good. Rebounded by himself, gonna go up for another. Second by Jerry, no good. Third one, gonna be an offensive foul, and the first foul of the game is gonna be on your Jerry Hernandez.
wow, that is a tough call there, as he just went right back up with it, but
Third by the Jerry was a little sour. Flores now. Flores still. Flores gonna do a little bit of driving now. Presses the brakes. Goes out to Griffith. Griffith over to Donaldson. Donaldson gonna drive through the middle, up for 2, no good. Rebounded by Joe. Joe gonna drive inside to Gray. Gray up for 2. Call first blood for Texhoma.
Great assist there by Joe, pushing the floor, letting those guards get in the lane.
Hold on, Flores not done. Goes up for 2 more, no good. Rebounded by Jerry. Gets it out to Elliott. Elliott is gonna either go on a break or set up an offense. Looks like he's gonna slow it down or go inside. He does as he pleases. Out to Jerry. Keenan now. Gray gonna slow things down even more. Elliott far away from the basket. Over to Gray even further. They're gonna give a little give and go now, passing back and forth. Keenan now. Keenan thought about driving. He's gonna have to pick up his dribble, pass it to Elliott. Elliott drives inside, kicks out to Gray, wide open 3. No good, rebounded by Nelson. Nelson stops, has to pass to Donaldson, no other option. Donaldson, ball stolen by Elliott. Oh, that's gonna be a travel.
He passed it up to Carson, and unfortunately,
No,
Carson was too far away, so
Yeah.
only thing Jose could do is re-catch it.
I would say smart recovery, but unfortunately not legal. Carlisle throws in to Donaldson. Donaldson over to Griffith. Griffith then to Nelson. Nelson passes to Donaldson. What's the call there?
Offensive foul, illegal screen.
Devils will take it.
Think it goes on, is that Flores, number 15?
I believe you are correct. Yes, sir. You're smart. I have to use a paper. Garay takes the ball up. Thanks about driving inside, kicks out to Elliott on the left-hand side of the Devils basket. Gonna go switch play completely to the right-hand side to Keenan. Keenan up top to Jerry. Jerry for three. No good. Rebounded by his brother. Joe tries to go up. It's going to be blocked by two Indians. It's going to be an offensive foul on Joe.
No, out of bounds on Joe.
Okay.
Joe was trying to draw the foul, didn't get it. And Johnny was waiting to substitute, and he didn't get in.
Donaldson down low to Griffith. Griffith for two. No good. Rebounded by Keenan. Keenan gonna drive pass to Jerry on the right-hand side. Jerry gonna go inside, pick up his dribble, shoot two, no good. Rebounded by Griffith. Griffith's gonna go inside to Carlisle. Carlisle's now gonna be on the opposite side of the court. Ball tipped away by Jerry. Jerry's not gonna try a fast break. Has two Devils on support. Goes on his own. No good is the layup. Rebounded by Griffith. Griffith gets it out to Donaldson. Timeout called by Higgs, I believe.
If you're Arapahoe Butler, you're pretty frustrated at this point. 4 minutes into the game, held scoreless, and lots of turnovers produced by the Red Devil offense or Red Devil defense. However, on the opposite side, that has not led to points. Devils have only gotten 2 points. That was thanks to a Garay fast break with Joe Hernandez.
That's been dangerous all season. I wonder if they're going to pick up on that this game.
And that's where we are, 2-0 halfway through this. And, I mean, everybody knew this was going to be a barn burner game. And what's funny, though, is if you're in Region C, the other regional, your game's going to end, and you're going to find out, wait, Texhoma and Arapahoe Butler still playing? We could watch that, and I imagine you're going to see those teams jump on either our live stream or Arapahoe Butler's behind us.
I hope so, yeah. Carlisle throws into Flores. Flores going to see what he can do with setting up the offense. Going to go over to Nelson. Nelson still out to Flores. Flores going to dance around. Thought about going up, stops. Passes out to Griffiths. Griffiths then to Donaldson at the top of the key. Donaldson put a little spin on it. Goes up for two. No good. Rebounded by Joe. Joe then gets it out to Elliott. Elliott now going to try to put a little move on Donaldson himself. Passes out to Gray. Gray goes up for two. No good. That's going to be an offensive foul on Gray.
Second offensive foul on the Red Devils there.
Only offensive fouls today for the Devils. It's early on, but this physical team's not only going to be physical on defense, but on offense, they're going to be ruthless as well. Donaldson still goes up. No good. But will be shooting two, as that is going to be the first defensive foul. It'll go on Carson Elliott, his first of the night. Donaldson looking to open the scoring for the Indians. First shot is up. Good. Looking to tie this ball game 2-2 with 3:30 left to go in the first.
McGlasson checked into the game there as well.
Love to see it. Donaldson second is good as well. Clinical. Elliott. How much rotation do you see Arapahoe Butler doing? Fair enough. Pass goes awry, intended for Jerry. Not able to find him. Flores. Flores over to Carlisle. Carlisle to Donaldson now. Donaldson with the help of a screen. Looking for Nelson down low. Is not able to find him. Flores. Flores had a screen. Carlisle up top to Nelson on the left-hand side. Nelson still is going to pass it up top to Griffiths, who gets it to Donaldson on the right-hand side of the Indians basket. Donaldson drives inside, has to stop. Ball, Calamity goes around, Griffiths goes up for 2, no good, but will be a foul. I believe that's going to be on Carson Elliott, his second of the night. Garay's going to come in for the subsequent double fouled Elliott.
That's going to be rough for the Devils and not having Elliott here in a 2-2 ball game.
This is going to be Griffiths to take. No good is the first. Best he can do is put him in within 1 point of the game. Gray does check in. Griffiths second, good, puts them in the lead, 3-2. Gray over to Johnny. Johnny thought about pulling the 3. Switches play to Gray on the right-hand side. Back up top to Johnny. Johnny pulls a long 3, no good, rebounded by Griffiths. Now it's the Indians on a fast break. Over to Carlisle on the left-hand side, good for 3. Biggest lead all game. Gray over to Johnny. Johnny to McGlasson. McGlasson to Gray. Down low to Jerry. Jerry for 2. Good. 2-point ball game, folks. Donaldson. Carlisle with a screen. Not really able to amount to much from that screen, but Donaldson's going to take it on his own. Go up for 2 and good. McGlasson throws in to Johnny. Passes back to McGlasson instantly. Jerry's going to be coming up on the left-hand side, but he goes to Gray for the right hand for 3. No good. Rebounded by Gray, able to keep it in. Gets it to Johnny. Johnny to McGlasson. To Jerry for 3. Good for 3. 1 point between them. Carlisle looking to respond for the Arapahoe Butler Indians. Carlisle still. Over to Flores. Flores thought about pulling the 3. Donaldson ends up with it after a series of passes. Back to Nelson for 2 is good. Devils trail by 3 with 48 seconds left in the first. Gray over to McGlasson. Right to Johnny. Up top to Gray. Back to Johnny. Down low to Joe. Joe up for 2. He's going to be an offensive foul on Joe. Will be his first of the night.
Third offensive call on the game for the Red Devils. It seems like that ends up being Arapahoe Butler's post-game there. Is draw fouls down low.
Well, what are you going to do when you're coming against the Hernandez brothers, huh? You got to do what you got to do. Flores. And right now, what you got to do is try to get the Devils in foul trouble in the post. Flores probably going to hold on for the last shot of the first quarter. Over to Donaldson. Donaldson gonna go up for 2. No, stops, passes out to Nelson. Nelson goes out to the 3-point line, gets it to Flores. Flores to Carlisle for 3. Good for a long range buzzer beater 3. That sums up the first quarter for the Devils. Not out of it. 13-10 to Arapahoe Butler. Is the score after the first 8 minutes.
I don't believe that score is right. Yep, that's
there it
it is
is.
13-7.
There it is. 6 points in between them. Sorry, folks.
But I think that you're seeing a 6-point disadvantage for the Devils on the scoreboard. The stat though that is more standout to me is that 5-1 foul call. And when you look at it, 3 of those 5 fouls on Texoma, offensive charges. You're correct. And actually, Arapahoe Butler has not committed one single defensive foul. That is an offensive foul up on the board for them.
They are good at what they're doing so far and trying to get the Devils in foul trouble. And really, when you're dealing with Joe and Jerry Hernandez, averaging what, about 10 points between them a game?
No, oh, that's a low number, bud.
No, them combined.
Yeah, them combined, they're normally putting up 30, 40 points.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, not 10.
Okay, buddy, my bad.
But looking at the scenarios here, this is the regional championship. The other regional championship, Garber-Vicide, that one should probably pretty much be decided at this point.
That's been over an hour ago, yeah?
Winner of this game plays the winner of that game in the area championship on Friday with a chance to go to state on the line. Loser of this game will go see Sealing Thursday in Enid.
Joe in trouble inside the paint's going to go up for 2. Good for 2, looking to claw his way back into the scoring numbers as that's his first points of the night. Carlisle's going to pick up the ball, pass it out to Donaldson. Donaldson going to set up an offense for Arapahoe Butler. Donaldson going to drive inside himself. No good. Rebounded by Jones. Going to go out to Gray on the right-hand side. Gray opting not to drive inside, but looking for Jerry. Pass was not completed. Jerry arguing it took a deflection off of Griffiths. Refs say no. Good call. Donaldson. Over to Flores. Flores inside to Griffiths. Griffiths going to go up for 2. Good for 2. Going to bring the deficit back to 6. Gray over to Glasson. Joe being double teamed inside the paint now, leaving Jerry. He's going to pass out to Gray. Up top to Keenan. Out wide to McGlasson. Wide open 3. No good. Rebounded by Griffiths. Going to pass it to Donaldson. Griffin's going to go to Flores now. Donaldson, sorry. Griffith. Back to Donaldson. Out to Carlisle up top near the logo. He's going to pass it left to Griffith. Donaldson weaving his way into the middle. Ball does not go to him though. Goes to Carlisle for a long 3. Second one of the night for Ryan Carlisle.
9 points for him, all threes, most of them deep.
Jerry up for 2 after sending his defender to the shots. Good for 2. Donaldson out to Flores. Flores looking inside to Griffith, who then pops back out to Donaldson. Donaldson inside the paint almost. Ball is a little loose, does recover, gets it out to Carlisle up top, high up top. Not where you want him to be, as we have seen. Griffith up top to Flores. Flores going to take this to the left-hand corner. Right-hand corner, left-hand corner. There's something about it. He's taking it to a corner. Jerry is going to have to go up to him. Able to steal the ball away from him. Jerry, ball slapped out of his hand. Will be a foul on the floor. First defensive foul of the night for the Indians.
And it's real unfortunate that Jerry
was not able to go up for 2.
Yeah, in fact, he thought he was shooting.
Keenan's going to check in. And Arapahoe Butler are going to make the first substitutions of the night.
And you see...
And who is that? Is that Savatsky coming in?
You see 25, big old player.
That's Savatsky, sir.
Yeah.
Xavier Savatsky. It's going to be another foul.
And that's going to send Jerry to the line. I'm looking at, he looks like a real tough post player, but he's got that massive brace on his knee. I imagine Arapahoe Butler plans on using him very gingerly throughout this tournament, saving him for a later game.
I believe it. Lady picks up his first foul and involvement of the game. First one is good. 6 points between the two. Now a 5:09 left to go in the first half. 5 fouls to the Arapahoe Butler 3. Second free throw. Good! Jerry 100% from the line tonight. Donaldson gets the throw in from Carlisle. Donaldson being a little tricky for Gray as the fours match up. Donaldson still being a nuisance. Gets it to Savatsky, out to Lady. Lady over to Carlisle on the right-hand side. Carlisle takes too many. No, goes out of bounds. Devils like that very much.
And you saw Carson came over to help guard, leaving number 13 wide open. He had to get back and cover, make sure he doesn't hit another three on us.
Elliott down low to Joe. On Servatsky's going to be no good. Breakaway for Griffith. Up for two. Good. Just Keenan trying to draw the charge. Unsuccessful. Gray received the pass from Elliott. Jerry with the long three. Good! 4-point ball game, folks. Donaldson. Donaldson on Gray. Still Servatsky trying to screen. Donaldson having to stop. Ball is tipped away. Does recover. Donaldson passes down low to Lady. Lady, what happens there? It's going to be a Devil foul on Derek Keenan, I believe.
And they had a beautiful chance. The guy down low was Carson Elliott, and he was trying to recover. Could have got a foul three called on him. Instead, Arapahoe Butler kicks it back out, and Keenan gets the foul.
Keenan's first foul of the night. Lady ends up with it. Out to Donaldson up top towards the logo. Donaldson out to Servatsky. Servatsky to Carlisle. Servatsky with a beautiful screen. Carlisle mid-range two. Good. Lights out Carlisle tonight. He has 11, is the highest scorer for the Indians so far. First non-three he's got.
It's the Carlisle Jerry Hernandez show going on right now.
I'm here for it. Speaking of Hernandez, Joe Hernandez at the top. Kicks out to Keenan, and then gives it to Gray. Looking to pop a three, he's not going to be able to. Elliott not contested, no good for three. Going to be rebounded by Griffith. Griffith now on a break. Play catches up but goes for two anyway. Good for two. Give me a timeout for Coach Higgins. And this is adversity like the Devils haven't seen in a while. This is a real good contest for the Devils.
You know, these teams really play identical ball. You've got some bigs that can shoot for Arapahoe Butler. They like to slash.
Carlisle just shooting 100% so far. I don't know if he's missed a shot.
I can't remember him missing a shot either. Jerry was a little bit cold there. You'd think he missed his first 2 or 3 shots, but since then has hit.
Since that free throw attempt, he's been hitting. Higgs did call this timeout. There's 2 minutes and 59 seconds left to go in the second half. Devils are down by 8. Leading in fouls as well, 6 fouls to 3.
And for a while there, it looked like there was going to be more offensive fouls than defensive fouls. I mean,
still is, to be fair.
We had 6 fouls called in the first half. 4 of those offensively.
Garay is going to take the throw in from Keenan. Out to Elliott. Nelson checks back in the game for Arapahoe Butler as he is guarding Jerry. Joe at the top. Right to Garay. Garay up top to Jerry. Jerry's going to drive inside. Going to charge. No!
Blocking foul. Blocking foul.
It's going to be a foul on who was that? Was that Servatsky or was that Nelson?
I believe it might be on Nelson, but they're not going to call it a shooting foul. That's actually on.
That's Griffith.
Yeah.
Not a shooting foul. It's going to be a throw-in for the Devils. Keenan looking to set something up. Gets it out to Jerry. Jerry in the midsection of the paint. Out to Keenan. Keenan's going to get it over to Joe. Joe wide left to Elliott. Elliott looking for his options. Has Garay wide open. Play does close in on him. Now Keenan wide open three. No good. Rebounded by Donaldson. Donaldson with Carlisle wide open down low. First shot miss of the night for Carlisle. Big play for the Devils. Good defense. Jerry for three. No good. Going to be a foul on Xavier Servatsky, I believe.
Yeah, Joe got positioning on him, and there was nothing he could do but put an elbow right in the middle of Joe's back.
Been very solid for the 5 or so minutes he's played on defense. Keenan throws it into Jerry. Jerry mid-range two. Good! 8 points turns to 6. Donaldson Donaldson facing up on Gray. Nelson looking with the screen. Servatsky now out to Nelson. Up top to Griffith. Carlisle might be a little winded that where he's just toying with Elliott. Griffith up top on the logo. Griffith picks up his dribble, passes out to Nelson. Nelson to Donaldson. Donaldson's ball slapped away by Elliott. Elliott then gets the ball to Gray. Gray over to Elliott now. Fast break. Good for Elliott for two. Gap closes even more. 4 points between the two with a minute and 23 left to go in the first half. Woo, see, that's it comes fast. Donaldson. Servatsky with a big, mean screen. Unable to use it properly as Donaldson's just not.
Oh, they're going to get a foul on Gray, and that's going to be a 1-and-1 shot.
That happened real quick. Servatsky was looking to screen it, but Donaldson just wasn't using him. He's going to send Donaldson to the line for the first time. Am I wrong in saying that? No good, rebounded by McGlasson. McGlasson gets it out to Jerry. Jerry has Donaldson in defense. Kind of a mismatch in size, but Donaldson's been very solid. McGlasson for three, no good, rebounded by Joe. Joe up for two, good! 2-point ball game for the Devils, 24-22 in the favor of Arapahoe Butler. The Devils are quickly closing that gap with 43 seconds left to go in this first half. Donaldson on the ball, being double teamed, gets it out to Griffith. Griffith now high up on the court, possibly looking for Carlisle to get open. Maybe looking for options as Keenan has been very closed off. Calling for the screen by Servatsky. Joe right behind him. Not going to use the screen, but it's going to go alone inside. It's going to be shoot two for Griffith.
Rare mistake there by Joe Hernandez. Left his feet, and the Indians are going to make him pay for that.
Higgins not very sure how that is a
All right,
foul.
so Raul subbed in. 25 came out. They're telling Raul he had to go back, and they're like, 25 subbed out. He should come back in too. Got it all settled up.
Griffith, first one no good. Now subs are able to come in for the last 8 seconds of this half. Griffith, second lucky is good. 3 points between them. Devils with 8 seconds left. Elliott on the ball. Elliott shoots three. Good! Ball game going into halftime. Elliott, the king of buzzer beater threes.
He can do it too! And you got to remember the Devils were down 8 just a few minutes ago. Able to bounce back, tie this back up.
Devil crowd is loving it.
This is being like the girls' games, very close.
My heart rate's going, boys.
All right, go through stats for you here. Elliott with 5, Gray with 2. Jerry Hernandez, 14. Joe Hernandez, 4. That's 25 points in total.
Those are 4 important points from Joe as well, if you recall when he scored them.
Now, Arapahoe Butler on the other side.
Ooh,
Griffith with 8. Donaldson with 4. Nelson with 2. Carlisle with 11. They've only got 4 guys that have scored for him,
but
making their 25.
critical.
Definitely. Well, that's going to bring us up to halftime. We are going to go to a break and be back for the second half. All right, fans, welcome back. Second half of basketball here.
50 points between the two teams combined, 25-25 going in to the second half. What'd you call this game, a barn burner?
You knew it was a barn
It was
burner when the
gonna be.
bracket comes out. These two teams collision course with each other. The two teams from Area 1 a year ago that were state qualifiers, and we already know a lot of things thanks to this delayed start. Loser of this game will go to play in area on Thursday versus Sealy in an elimination game.
I was under the impression it was Vicei.
No.
Sealy?
The winner of this game will then go on to the area championship game, where they will see another state qualifier from a year ago. In fact, the state runner-up, the Garber Wolverines.
I have no very good memories of that team. Game is kicked off by Carlisle. Over to Griffith. Griffith to Flores, back in the game after a good break. Donaldson down low to Griffiths. Has Keenan in defense. Griffiths goes up for two. Good for two. First blood drawn by the Indians in the second half. Elliott to Gray up top. Starting lineup same as the beginning of the game for both teams. Jerry for mid-range two. Good! Tied back up.
From mid-range and 3-point.
Hoop shoot champ for a reason. Do you think he got a medal? He should have gotten a medal. Carlisle. Over to Donaldson. Back to Carlisle on a swing. Out to Flores. Up top to Donaldson now. Donaldson, what's he going to do with Garay in defense? Unintentional screen by Griffith, I believe, but that's going to be a Donaldson too.
I think the referee played center in high school. That was a beautiful snap. Derek Keenan went back to his old QB days on that one.
Downloaded Joe from Elliott. No good. Miscue on the shot. Second by the Cherry is just as sweet as the first basket he's ever made. Donaldson. Left-hand side with Gray on defense yet again. Stopped in his tracks. Has to pass out to Flores. Going to be a foul. No, travel on Donaldson. Gray, great job to draw the travel.
And we've seen that a lot with Keenan, Gray, Jerry, Carson. They've all put great ball pressure on and forced Arapahoe Butler to make mistakes.
Gray left to Keenan. Keenan up top to Elliott. Elliott thinking about pulling. It's going to drive. Mid-range, two. No good. Rebounded by Flores. Flores over to Carlisle. Down low, looking for Nelson. Cut out by Jerry Hernandez. Down low to his brother Joe. Up for two. And one. Gonna send Joe to the line for the first time in this game.
Sharing that brotherly love.
Brotherly love, maybe.
The last couple of possessions, they've proved that is a mismatch. Hernandez on number 12 there. He should be feeding him the ball all night.
Keenan's going to come out for a little rest. Johnny's going to check into his place. No good on his free throw, though. Jerry goes down hard. Gonna be another doubles possession, though.
As he just simply walks
Gonna be a foul, I believe, on Donaldson as he came down hard. Johnny throws into Garay. Garay maybe drives inside, pops back out, gets it up top to Jerry near the logo. Out to Elliott. Elliott not going to pop the fire three. Going to go into Johnny instead. Back to Elliott. Once again thinking about it. Going to drive inside again. Pop it out back to Johnny for the third time. Over to Jerry on the right-hand side. Down low looking for Joe. Pass cut out by a host of Indians. Griffith comes away with it. Griffith on the breakaway out for two. Good ball game. Tied up for, I don't know, what, 7th, 8th time? Even match up. Jerry for three. Good! Jerry Hernandez, 19 points and 3/4 of basketball and counting. Donaldson is going to be a defensive foul on Jose Garay. Going to be his third of the night.
Gray had no option there, trying to get his hands up. Pressure body on him, and he had to put his hands on him.
Look at the rally crowds for both teams, by the way.
You know, I gotta be honest, I don't think I've seen Texoma's rowdy crowd sit.
Nor have I. It's been great to have them back.
They sat on the way here.
That's all they prepared for it. Oh, good little drive. Donaldson, McGlasson in defense. Donaldson up for two. No, is good. Excuse my French. McGlasson over to Elliott. Elliott wanting to put a deficit in their comeback. Unable to do so. Pass nearly goes awry, but Johnny does recover. Elliott inside to Jerry. Jerry down low to Joe. It's going to be a reach from Donaldson. It's going to be his second foul of the night.
I think they're going to call it on 12 here. Yeah,
Right.
it's going to be on 12.
Going to be on Nelson, right? Nelson, yes sir, I'm good. Johnny have a lot to look at. Goes out to Joe. To Jerry. Jerry's going to travel. He's going to move his feet before his hands. 1 point ball game still on the cards with 4 minutes and 21 seconds left to go in this third period of high school basketball. Flores over to Donaldson. Back to Flores on the left. Then to Nelson up top. Down low is Griffith with the reception. Thought about going up, goes out to Nelson instead. That's gonna be Indian ball. Good defensive play by the Devils, able to recuperate after a good break by the Indians. Flores looking for Donaldson, pass cut out by the Devils. Elliott for an easy breakaway layup, extending the Devil lead 2-3, and Elliott's points total to 7. Gonna be a timeout by Arapahoe Butler. Devils, what are you thinking of them so far?
Again, Devils defense forcing turnovers. Huge momentum in this game, and they're finally capitalized on them. They're early. They were getting steals, but they weren't scoring. That one, they got the score, the skill, or the steal, the score. There we go. Hey, it's going to be a long night for us.
We had to watch an extra hour of pretty good basketball, mind you.
Oh, yeah, for those who are, by the way, we got signal halfway during our game, and our phones finally received all the messages
Mom, I'm
that
sorry.
we were receiving. Game's supposed to start at 8. Where's the game? Where's the game?
Yeah, for those who don't know,
game?
Moreland's Gym, there is little to no signal anywhere.
Well, and on top of that, Turpin and Arapahoe Butler go to 5 overtimes
5.
in that girl regional tournament, or regional championship game before Turpin was finally able to clear that
That's
out.
20 minutes of extra basketball.
That was a full hour of time of extra basketball.
Flores down low into Griffith. Griffith kind of mid-range, stuck. He's going to have to dribble. Looking to throw it out of bounds off a Devil. Not successful as the pass just comes off of 2 players' legs. Pass intended for Elliott. It's going to be cut out by Carlisle. Will be a Devil throw. I asked midway through, Servatsky is Serwatsky. My German in me's coming out. It's pronouncing W's with a V. Elliott over to McGlasson. Johnny now. Over to Elliott once more. Back to McGlasson. Sharing the spotlight, these three so far. Jerry with the switch play. Goes over to McGlasson, down low to Joe. Joe up for 2, no good, rebounded by Elliott's gonna reset, maybe, or drive inside by himself and go up for 2, no good. Gonna be goaltending, no.
Foul on Joe.
It's gonna be his 3rd of the night.
Really surprised there. Joe had the positioning.
I was looking for a goaltending call, maybe.
I was looking for an over-the-back call is what I was looking for.
You're smarter than I am, you know that? Donaldson. Over to Nelson, up top to Carlisle, back to Donaldson. Griffith now. Griffith spin, drive in, passes to Sawaski. Sawaski up for 2.
Joe's fourth.
Joe's 4th foul, and will those points count?
And Joe got turned around, couldn't find him, and ends up committing a huge, tough foul.
4th of the game. That is going to be a tough one, depending on how this game turns out. Sawaski can possibly give the Indians a 1-point lead. No good. Rebounded by Nelson. Nelson now going to lay down with the ball. Ball will be in possession of the Devils after this jump ball. Good effort by both teams.
Not a jump ball, that was a traveling.
Oh, okay.
A travel.
Good effort by both teams anyway. Elliott over to McGlasson. McGlasson, Johnny on the right-hand side now. Over to Jerry. Too many J's on the court. Let's mix it up. Elliott, back up top to Jerry. Johnny now pulls a 3. Good!
That's what they get for leaving him open in the first half.
3 J's link up. Wait, how many?
There's only 2 J's.
There's 2 J's. I'm good at this, all right? Donaldson into Sawatsky. Sawatsky hands out for Griffith. Griffith looking for options. Carlisle, who's been quiet so far this half, over to Donaldson. Donaldson now is going to drive inside. Going to go up for 2. No good. Rebounded by himself. Goes up once more. No good. Rebounded by Sawatsky. Sawatsky goes up. It's good for 2. Elliott. Over to McGlasson. To Jerry now. Jerry still putting on work on Donaldson, which leaves Elliott wide open for 3. No good. Rebounded by Griffith. Griffith now is going to hand off to Carlisle. Deep 3. Oh, so close. No good. Jerry with good hands. Footwork to match. Hands off to Johnny. Top of the M nearly is McGlasson. Over to Johnny. Over to a wide open Elliott's not going to be able to close it down in time. McGlasson eventually ends up at mid-range too. Good!
Yeah, next man up, Grayson McGlasson getting on the scoreboard.
Welcome to the scoreboard, McGlasson. The water's fine. What did the rally crowd just say?
Easy money.
That's going to be Carlisle up for 2. No good. Rebounded by Jerry. In a lot of traffic. It's going to be a foul on an Indian, but which one in particular? Is that going to be Carlisle, his first of the night? It is. Carlisle, his first of the night. Lady's going to check in for Sawatsky.
And watch, they're going to switch back to a man defense. When 25's in, it was a 2-3. They're going to switch back to a man right now.
I should have asked if it was Lady or Laddie. McGlasson back to an Elliott who has been unstoppable so far. Elliott still over to McGlasson. 3, look, no good. Not able to capitalize on 2 in a row. Devils go into the 4th and final quarter, hopefully, of the night. 41-37 in favor of the Devils. 4 fouls to your Devil 3.
Everybody in this gym knows that the end of the 4th quarter doesn't mean the end of the game.
No.
As we watched lots of girls basketball.
Very good play, though, I'll be honest with you.
Arapahoe, Butler, and Turpin, as that's why we are so late right now.
Turpin, I believe, personally have pulled an upset tonight. What do you think?
You know, they were both really tough teams. The real issue there with Turpin is that nobody in the state of Oklahoma looks at them as a good team.
They are very solid on their day.
Everybody overlooks them, and you look at their record. I think now they're like 24-2. Those 2 losses to the Hooker Lady Bulldogs. I mean, when that's your only 2 losses,
That's not bad.
that is not bad, but everybody has overlooked them, and I almost feel like they thrive on that.
I believe it.
I think Arapahoe Butler was ready for them. The Arapahoe Butler definitely felt like they had the advantage through the end of the fourth, the beginning of those overtimes, but unfortunately, I mean, they just ran out of gas. They could not move in that final overtime.
8 minutes separates these two teams in determining who plays when in Enid, Oklahoma this week. Gray gets it to Johnny. Johnny is able to find Elliott. Elliott in a little bit of traffic, passes out to Jerry. Down low to McGlasson. McGlasson shoots for 2. No good. Rebounded by Nelson. Hands off to Donaldson. Donaldson was in a little bit of trouble with Elliott. Was able to get away safely. Now going to set up an Arapahoe Butler offense. Goes mid-range into Griffith, who ends up being near the top of the key. He's going to drive himself up for 2. Good. Gap is closed. 2 points between them. Garay hands off to Elliott. Elliott fakes a handoff to McGlasson. He's going to be fouled by, I believe, Donaldson.
I was going to say, I believe that's on Donaldson.
It's going to be his second of the night. Going to be a throw-in for the Devils. Johnny into Elliott. Pass was intended for Elliott, but ball will be scrambled, will be a jump ball, and an Arapahoe Butler throw-in.
I'm imagining when you see 25 check in, you'll see Joe check back in.
I mean, fourth quarter, you're going to pull out all your stops, eh, boys? Griffith now is going to take this ball up. Hello. Inside to Donaldson. Donaldson nearly picking up his other foot. Good to do that. Do not do that. His shot is no good. Rebounded by Jerry. Will be what, an offensive foul? Or is that technically defensive since that was a rebound by Jerry?
Defensive.
Defensive foul? Okay. It's going to be Donaldson picking up his third quickly after his second. Garay. Hands off to Elliott. Thought about pulling it. Hands off to Jerry up top instead. Jerry then hands off to Garay. Looking for a little bit of switch action. Going to bounce pass to Elliott up top. Elliott looking to drive. Goes in. Shoots 2. No good. Rebounded by Donaldson. The Indians looking for a fast break. Now Keenan on the defensive. Carlisle inside to Griffith for 2. Good. Tie ball game again. Timeout, Coach Higgins.
Coach Higgins has a plan here because he
yeah.
talked to Raul Reza for a while before subbing him in and wanted to get him into this for this possession. So going to call timeout. He's going to come in for Johnny. We'll see what they get drawn up here for the offense.
I'm excited.
You know, something that just hasn't been there tonight is Carson Elliott on the drive. He's had so many just roll out on him. Imagine what this game would be like if Carson Elliott slashes were going in.
I do believe he has 2 or 3 assists for Jerry, though.
Oh, definitely. Probably have more than that. But he also has 7 points. I mean, not saying
he's not
scoring.
night. He is not having a bad night in any way, shape, or form. He has been nothing but instrumental for the Devils all season, and tonight is no different. Gray over to Keenan. Jerry to back to Gray, down low, looking for Reza. Ball eventually will be rolled upon. What is the call here? Gonna be a Devil ball.
I was pretty sure that's what they were going to call there. 12 was laying on the ball and the line.
You can't do that, Nelson. Sorry, buddy. That's going to be out of bounds, right? Since he's on the ball and the line?
Yes.
Boom, I'm getting good at this. Pass intended for Elliott was not able to land very cleanly. Elliott draws the charge. First offensive foul in, I'd say, 30 minutes.
That was for sure a charge. And you knew Elliott was just going to stand in that way. He was not going to do anything.
Elliott's a tough fellow, let me tell you. Trust me, let me tell you. Oh, off the ball foul on Griffith. Throws Jerry to the ground almost.
And that should send Jerry to the line 1-1.
Oh, that snuck up on you, didn't it?
Well, that's actually what we were just sitting here talking with our stat guy, Luke. He was wondering why we weren't shooting 1-1s on the last foul. It's because it was an offensive foul, that's why.
Griffith, that's going to be his third foul of the night, by the way. Jerry goes to 20. Looking to do 21 as he extends the Devils' lead. Second one is up and good! 2 points between them. 5 minutes, 35 left to go, and Donaldson now on the offensive. Donaldson gonna drive inside, kick inside to Carlisle. Ball will be tipped away, but
No, he was on the line.
gonna be out on Carlisle.
When he came around Carson, he was stepping on the line
Good positioning.
and touched
by
it
Elliott.
and got it, yep.
Elliott now, after that magnificent positional play, is gonna go on the offensive, gonna set up this Devil offense, gonna go to Reza up top, back to Elliott on the left-hand side. Has options down low, goes to Jerry. It's gonna come out on Griffith, will be a Devil throw.
Oh, that was so scary. He was dribbling so close to that line. Griffith stuck his knee out. I could see it right here from where I am.
How's your blood pressure? Jerry to Garay. Keenan out to Reza up top. Right to Garay. Elliott winds up with it near the top as well. Inside to Jerry. Jerry gonna pull a mid-range too. No good. Rebounded by Reza. Back to Jerry. Thought about the three. He's gonna go to Garay instead. Closed down by Lady. Elliott after the pass from Garay. Down low to Jerry. Jerry tried to go up, but good defense by Carlisle. Stop that move. Elliott able to control the ball. Three by Jerry, no good. Rebounded by Derek Keenan. Will be a foul on, I believe, Nelson. It's going to be his third of the night, if so. No, sir, that will be on Carlisle, his second of the night. Just correcting myself, you see that?
And that sends Derek Keenan to the line.
Looking to get on the scoreboard tonight is Derek Keenan. Versatile is what Keenan is. He scores his first. Defense, offense, what do you need? He will do his very darndest to do it, and he's doing that well tonight.
And that was a critical rebound before the foul that gave him this opportunity to shoot from the line.
No good on the second. Rebounded by Carlisle, who committed that foul. 3-point ball game with 4 minutes, 15 to go. Donaldson left to Carlisle, up top to Griffith. Oh, pass for Donaldson will slip out of his hands by Griffith. What? I'm not good at hearing crowds. I'll be 100% with you. Elliott right to Keenan. Keenan now to Garay up top, left to Elliott. Quickly closed down. Garay. Elliott back to Garay. Keenan wide open on the right. Pass will be deflected and stolen by Donaldson. Will be a foul on Derek Keenan, his second of the night. Fourth of the half for the Devils.
Indians respecting Jerry Hernandez's game. Griffith and 13 Caldwell, right?
Carlisle.
Both guarding him.
Oh,
on that
stolen by Elliott, as he's been able to do so many times this season. Up for two, no good. Rebounded by Reza. Good by Reza. That's Raul Reza scoring. Time out. Raul Reza with the clinical putback.
And I know a lot of people weren't paying attention to it, didn't see it. Big 35, Joe Hernandez just checked into the game.
3 minutes, might as well throw him in, eh, boys?
Up 5, you need big plays. Big Joe coming in.
I reckon Sawatsky might come back into the game too if that's in the case. What do you think?
I did not see him come towards the deal. Again, I don't know what Arapahoe Butler is doing with him. Obviously, I think he's nursing an injury. That brace on his knee is massive.
That game in Eden, no matter which one you're playing, is going to be massive as well, so I can understand.
So loser of this game again, playing Sealing. And how about this? Both these teams played Sealing in last year's tournament. Red Devils lost first round of regionals. Arapahoe Butler beat Sealing in the regional championship. If the winner of this game again goes to play the defending state runner-up, the Garber Wolverines. I think they've been to 2 or 3 back-to-back state championships.
I would not doubt it because, like I said, I've had one experience with the team, and by golly, they are very, very strong.
A 10-point win over Visai earlier today. And how about Visai? I mean, they have been on a roll through this playoffs. Got to watch out for that team in area.
Lady with the pass from Donaldson into Carlisle, inside, further to Nelson. Nelson hands off to Donaldson.
Joe, be careful.
Donaldson double teamed by the Devils. Laddie not able to keep it inside. Devil ball.
It really looked like Arapahoe Butler was going to go right at Joe there. And Joe was getting a little risky, but not getting a foul.
3 minutes in between these two. Keenan. Gray. Up top to Joe, back in the action. Elliott thought about pulling a long distance three, decides to dribble and send it over to Gray on the left-hand side. Could pop a three himself, but is heavily contested. Passes to Jerry at the top. Pack to Gray, down low to Keenan playing post. Oh, Jerry getting a little too fancy, loses the ball on a spin. Carlisle, sorry. Looking for Griffith, finds him. What a pass. Is Carlisle a quarterback? What a pass, 3-point ball game. 2:10 to go. Gray up top to Joe. Over to Keenan on the left or right-hand side. Up top to Elliott. Elliott inside to Joe at the line. Joe's gonna take a mid-range pop at it, no good, rebounded by Carlisle. Passes it to Donaldson. Donaldson thinking about going all the way. No, he does. Yes, he does. Goes up for 2. 1-point ball game. I would call that manifest destiny. See,
this is tough right now for the Red Devils. You're up. They're short time. You kind of want to eat the clock, but right now
you do not want to lose this either.
Arapahoe Butler's offense has been scoring, and that deficit is within 1 possession.
Keenan up top to Joe. Devils looking to bite some clock and maybe make something even more happen. Gray up for 2 is gone! 3-point ball game. Donaldson avoids a challenge. Gonna have to hand it off to Nelson. Nelson over to Griffith, who's been having a game, 17 points on him. 50 seconds left. Carlisle looking to pull off a good three. He's gonna drive inside, go across the bottom, completely on the opposite side. Pop up top to Donaldson. Donaldson's gonna drive inside, go up for 2. It's gonna be a foul on Gray, his 4th.
Gray got a piece of his face on that one.
Unfortunate. Will be Gray's 4th with 33 seconds left to go. 3 points separates the two. Donaldson is going to try to convert these two and try to get possession back for the Indians. No good on the first.
Free throws are going to win and lose you ball games at this point.
Oh, Higgins instilled that into the Devils. You know that. Second shot, good. 2 points in between the teams. Timeout by Arapahoe Butler. How's your heart rates, boys?
It's going. So let's talk about what we're about to see here. Arapahoe Butler's obviously going to come into a pressure defense. They're going to be looking for steals. They're going to be looking for traps. As soon as that ball crosses half court, get ready for the foul, because that's when that's going to happen.
Oh, and there's so much time left.
If the Devils can get across half court, they're going to be shooting free throws, but they've got to get across half court first, and that's going to be the Indians' goal, is to get a turnover before they have to foul.
A little birdie told me that the Indians' full court press is nothing to be joked about. They have been, all season, they've had numerous times being successful with the full court press.
If I'm not mistaken, Arapahoe Butler comes in this game like 22-3. Rare losses for them. I think they lost to Sentinel. I think they lost to Arapahoe. No, they are Arapahoe. Mountain View Godibo, who played Goodwill tonight, and I can't remember who the third game might have been. It might have been Hydro Weekly or someone like that.
Hydro Weekly's a tough game. Keenan going to throw this ball in. Going to find Jerry. Going to be back to Keenan. Then going to get it to Elliott. Elliott, little stuck. Going to be time out by Higgs.
Smart move there by Elliott, because you watch the clock. If it hit 23, that's a
10-second violation.
Yeah, that's a 10-second violation. It was at 25, and Elliott was trapped. And a little bit surprised that pressure wasn't more severe there. I kind of figured they'd be on him tighter.
It was suffocating, though. You saw.
Well, as soon as they got to a point where they could trap, it was very suffocating. And that's, I mean, if you're going to force turnovers,
turnovers
in late games, that's how you do it. As we were talking to Arapahoe Butler, you know, they've made multiple state appearances the last couple of years. They're the defending Area 1 regional champions. They're the defending Area 1 champions. It's tough. You got 3 teams from last year's state tournament in this area.
How's Hydro Weekly doing?
So one of those teams are not returning, and that's the scary part, because only 2 teams from each area can advance.
I'm going to stand back up for the last 25 seconds. It's going to be longer, isn't it? Keenan's going to throw into Elliott deep into their own half. Going to try to get past them. Does so. Looking. Just going to run around, eat clock. Foul has been called on Donaldson. Going to be his night.
And you saw it there. As soon as they crossed half court, Arapahoe Butler started going for the foul. That's his 4th, by the way.
Oh, my bad. I just saw 4 was already up there. I was looking at his number. And good on Elliott, able to draw as much time as he can running away from Donaldson. First free throw is no good.
That's a big one, because this makes it a 1-possession game no matter what happens here on this free throw.
Carlisle still on the court as well. Swish man himself. Second one no good as well. Rebounded by Carlisle. Gets it to Donaldson. Donaldson goes up for 2. No good. Rebounded by Jerry Hernandez with 5 seconds left to go.
Unbelievable there. The Red Devils said, you know what, we don't want to lose on a 3. Go ahead and tie the game if you want.
Carlisle.
And Donaldson expecting pressure. Too strong.
Finds Donaldson. Donaldson not able to bite the bullet.
By the way, Carlisle scoreless in the second half.
Yes, sir. Hoop shoot himself. Good.
Free throws win and lose you games with 5 seconds left. This could make it a 2-possession game.
Jerry Hernandez for 23 on the night. 4 points.
Don't foul! They fouled! Why you foul? Oh, that is the one thing you don't do in that scenario, is foul. Let him shoot the 3. It goes in, that's fine. You foul and it goes in, that's a 4-point play. That's the deficit. Do not foul.
2.8 left to go. Is going to send Carlisle, as mentioned, not scoring in the second half so far, to the line. Scores good for the first. Looking to put them within 2 with 2.8 left to go. Second one is good as well. 2-point ball game. Timeout.
Okay. Timeout means one thing and one thing only. He's telling Carlisle to miss. He is telling Carlisle to throw this free throw so they can try and tip it in and tie the ball game.
If that is pulled off.
And this is why we said, do not foul. You've opened the door for Arapahoe Butler to tie this ball game on this scenario. You got to rebound. I don't care what it is. Joe Hernandez, Jerry Hernandez, box out, get that ball back. And someone's got a box out shooter because, I mean, that's the number one idea. Hit the front of the rim so hard it bounces back to you.
What's the rule? It's got to hit the rim, backboard, rim?
You normally, you got to hit the rim. So you want to try and hit that front of the rim and get it bounced back to the shooter, or you want to hit it squared up so it bounces high and lets your guys try and get the positioning.
When does the clock resume?
As soon as someone touches the ball. And there's enough time for you to get it, dribble once or twice, and go back up with it.
Yes, sir, there is. Squeaky bum time, as I like to say. 2 minutes, 2 seconds, and 8 milliseconds separates the two with 2 points.
Look for Carson Elliott to box out shooter.
Oh.
Made it.
And that's going to be...
No, gets the foul before the whistle.
1 point, that is
I don't think he meant to make it. He looked at it and go,
whoops.
He looked at the shot and goes, whoops.
That's going to be Griffith's 4th foul.
Again, you know, Arapahoe Butler's going to have to throw something deep here.
Going to throw up a prayer possibly if Elliott makes it.
Don't foul. Just don't foul.
First one is good.
Next one's important. So important. Yeah. It makes a buzzer beater a tie game scenario instead of a game winner.
Good! Carson Elliott.
Pressure ball. Don't let him get it.
Shot is out. No good. Devils win 52-49. What a ball game we have, and we are off to Enid, Oklahoma, Friday to face Garber Wolverines.
And one win away from state.
Big house beckons, boys. Big house beckons.
Running through the stats real quick as the teams are going to, actually I'm going to give a second because we're going to have the announcement here. Regional championship.
This is exciting.
There it is.
Crowd
Regional championship.
Hard-fought matchup between the two teams. Could have gone either way, but clinical decisions and plays were made at the right time. Seeing the Devils win by 3.
Elliott ends with the game with 9 points. None more important than those last 2 free throws. Gray with 4. McGlasson with 2, Rizzo with a big 2.
Oh, yeah.
Keenan with 1, Martinez with 3, Jerry Hernandez 23. Leading scorer of the night, Joe Hernandez finishes with 8 on the Arapahoe Butler side. We've got Griffith finishes with 18. Excellent
night.
slasher. He is impressive going in the lane.
We did not talk much about it, but he had himself a game and a half.
Donaldson with 11, Nelson with 2, Carlisle 14.
Carlisle had one of the best first halves of basketball I had seen in a long time.
And Sawatsky with 4. Devils celebrating tonight, and they've got a long bus ride home, and so do we. But luckily, we ain't traveling till Friday as the Devils advance to the area championship game to play the defending state runner-up Garber Wolverines.
Oh, that's going to be a game. That's going to be a game.
With a chance to go to state on the line. This was the broadcast brought to you by the Texoma Broadcasting Club. Ty McBride and Jarrett Burrow on the calls. Pete Martinez running camera. Programming was AJ Breeden with us. Luca McDaniel on stats. Ezra Salamanca running our highlights. And we will catch you next week. We'll go to ads.
Forgot my name.